And we are back here live on the show floor with NAB 2019, and we're here with another one of our wonderful sponsors. It's Casper from Skaarhoj. Casper, thank you so much for joining us today and for being a sponsor of the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So you are primarily a Denmark-based company. First of all, I'm sure a lot of people don't pronounce your name right, Skaarhoj. Where does that name come from?
That's my last name, and it's just severely Danish. So if you change the J for Y, you'll have an easier time figuring out how to say it. Skaarhoj. That's how we do it internationally.
So you are Casper Skaarhoj.
I am.
And I got to tell you, it's an incredible company. We use some of their switching and control products, and whenever we've had an issue, we send an email to support. They send us an email back telling us what we're doing wrong, because it's usually our problem. But it's usually you, Casper, or one of your guys that sends it back, and that level of support, quite frankly, is amazing.
Yeah, it's just because we're geeks like many of you guys, and we really love to support people, and we do love to interact with our customers. It's a really important thing for us. And I think, we're not selling memory cards, right? So it's not pushing out a whole lot of stuff. We want to create solutions. Therefore, we really take pride into interacting with our customers and making sure we can find the right configuration for the products. And that's what you will see when we look at these things. You'll see that this controller, for instance, can talk to many different cameras, and that often requires that we help to adapt to specific situations if that's required.
And what is really great about a lot of the products is they are sort of software driven, so if you change products or upgrade to different products, you might be able to download a new version of the firmware or a different version that will control different cameras.
Yes. So what I want you to imagine is the controllers would be like an iPad on an iPhone. You have an app store online, you install apps on your iPhone. These controllers, they also have a sort of app store online where you pull what we call device cores. So if you want to talk to a PTZ Optics camera, NewTek camera, or Panasonic camera, any of these cameras, you will be installing a new firmware with support for that camera, which you selected in our so-called app store for the controllers. So yes, it's super software driven what the hardware can do.
So tell us a little bit about the new hardware that you're showing at the show this year.
Right. Many of them are the same as last year, but now we can actually deliver tomorrow. That was not the case last year. But we also have a new design for some of the larger controllers. On the other side of the table, we have a new flagship PTZ controller with a very nice joystick and zoom rocker. But right here we have one of the best-selling products, the PTZ Pro and the PTZ Fly, which, again, in terms of software, they can do the same, but they are different in how many buttons you have. So you'll see some people will prefer the small form factor and being able to navigate and access the same features by shift keys, while over here you have dedicated buttons to access everything: camera selection, preset, recall, and menu.
And what I really like about these products is, again, they're software editable, so you can set this up for a PTZ Pro camera, but if you're using vMix as well, you can set up some of the buttons to talk to vMix or whatever switch you're using.
That's true, and actually on the PTZ Fly, we set it up to talk to the video router right there for the show, so you can see how flexible the PTZ Fly could be adapted. It's talking to, I think, the Marshall camera right there, but two buttons were dedicated to route video input sources on a video hub. That shows the flexibility of our device core store, the online place where you can pull software updates to support much different hardware.
So tell me a little bit about the culture of the company. You're from Denmark, from Copenhagen. How is that a different culture than, you would say, a US-based company, and how do you find it interacting with US-based clients?
Oh, I never worked in a US-based company, so I'm not sure I'm an expert on that, but I think we are very easygoing and we are very relaxed people in Denmark. And we are very approachable, like you just said. You can just write me.
You're very friendly. I feel very that you're very friendly right now, which is wonderful.
Yes, so we like to keep it like that, although it makes us very busy as well. But it's a core value in our company to have great customer service. So we really try to strive for that and be personal in our interactions.
That's fantastic. So Casper Skaarhoj, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for sponsoring the show. It's been great to have you on the show, and we'll talk to you next time.
Thank you so much.
And that's all the time we have for this interview, but we'll be back with some more interviews in just a few minutes, right here on Live Now.